Ladies and gents, welcome to our iPhone 15 Pro Max review. Today, rather than cover every new feature, we're going to go over our top 5 favorite features for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, before we get started, let's be clear. Number 1, there will be no scratching of the iPhone, okay? We leave that to certain channels. The phone is not made to be scratched. If you take any kind of blade and try to scratch a phone, well, guess what? It'll be scratched. Number 2, we will not be taking the phone to try to break it. That is not why we have the phone. So if you're one of those folks that are looking for that, wrong channel, wrong place, wrong time. Now, if you're looking for the 5 hottest features of the phone, you're in the right place. Let's get to it. Ladies and gents, to start the show, the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's take a look at it. We have the natural titanium color. As you can see, it's gorgeous. Look at that side, aerospace grade titanium. New action button, your volume rocker, of course, your power button. Look at that camera system, right? Now, why is the aerospace grade titanium feature number 1 for me? It's so light. Moving up from aluminium, some of you may know as aluminum, this is a welcome change. The phone does not feel as heavy. Also, with the new rounded corners, it feels very good in the hands. So that's feature number 1. Now, let's talk about feature number 2. This is something that I've been looking forward to for a long time. A lot of you have as well. The action button. Now, in my case, the action button, we activate it. Guess what? It activates the camera. But let's take a look at the list of features that you can do this for. All right, let's go here. Let's go to settings. As you can see, action button. Now, let's go all the way back to the beginning. You can use it to be silent mode, right? Pretty cool. Nice graphics too, by the way, Apple. Number 2, you can use it for a focus mode. You get to click on it and see all the different levels of focuses that you've created. Choose one. Let's go back over here. Number 3, of course, the camera system. Now, not just opening the camera, guess what? You can choose between a selfie, video, portrait, or a portrait selfie. I'm sure those options will expand in the future as they're loving the action button right now and they're looking to expand more of it. Guess what? Flashlight. If you're ever in a pinch, you have to push and hold down the action button, by the way, in order to activate it, which I think is great. It helps to stop from any kind of inadvertent pushes so that you're not accidentally giving a command when you didn't mean to. Next, we have voice memo. Voice memo is very welcome. If you need to record a quick voice memo, click and push that action button, and guess what? You'll be right there. Let's go back. You could use it as a magnifier, shortcut, and by the way, a shortcut of your personal choosing, you can create that, and accessibility features. You can also choose no action, but who wants a no action button, right? Guess what? In the future, you're going to be able to utilize it for translate. That feature should come later this year per Apple. So that is the action button. Now, let's go to number 3. Number 3, and you knew this was coming. I knew it was coming. The camera system. Now, let's take a look at this. One of the things we're going to do, everybody has shown you the camera system out in the wild, a little bit of lifestyle approach. We're going to use this little Fast 5 Freddy, okay? Little Lego action figure. We're going to set him up right here. Let's get him to stand up. He's falling down, as you can see. He has fast feet. And we'll get that right there. Now, let's take a look. Number 1, let's get a bit closer. As you can see, you can go wide angle lens. Looks pretty good, right? Not bad. Now, let's zoom in. Let's go to the regular lens, which is a 24 millimeter. Not bad. Press it again. 28 millimeter. Pretty good. And push it again. 35 millimeter. Not bad. Let's go to 2 times zoom. I think that looks pretty good. 5 times zoom. Look at that. And I kept him far away for a reason. The more that you zoom in, you see that box in the upper right corner? It helps you to kind of frame your subject. Again, with non-shaky hands, this works out really, really well. So again, you also have that 7th lens, right? So let's take a look at how that would look. You get what's called the macro. You see that little flower activate? Macro mode. You bring it nice and close to your subject or your food or whatever item you desire to shoot. And that becomes the 7th lens in your pocket. And this year, ladies and gents, the camera, very excellent. The camera quality is excellent. Play around with it if you have the phone. But with that, let's move to number 4. USB Type-C. Now, unless you've been sleeping under a rock, everybody's been waiting for Apple to get USB Type-C. Let's show you the braided cable that comes in a box. This is pretty cool, right? Nice braided cable. However, I recommend you spend a little bit of extra cheese, get the big dog. I'm talking about the Thunderbolt 4. Now, this Thunderbolt 4 cable will enable even faster charging. Also, for data transfer speeds, you can go up to 10 gigabits a second, which is pretty good. Another thing is, with the camera, if you're going to shoot video, you do have the ability to shoot in log. So let's activate that as well. Well, it's not supported at 4K 60. Let's take it down a bit. There you are. As you can see, log changes exactly how it looks. It tells you the max amount of time you have to shoot. And more importantly, it gives you more control over your ability to color grade. Now, you can also shoot video directly into a solid state drive, which I think is great and terrific. And of course, part of being pro is having the pro options. Now, how do we get there? Let's go back here. As you see, we'll go back into settings, right? Let's scroll all the way down, which some people don't find very pro. I like my settings inside the app, but it's okay. From here, you go to formats. And formats, you take a look. ProRes encoding, you click there. That's how you get to activate log. If not, you have to go with Apple's coding for HDR or SDR. But for me, I'm going to start off playing around shooting in log. And I will do another video to follow up and show you how that looks. So that's feature number 4. Feature number 5 for me, last but certainly not least, is the A17 Pro chip. Now, the more that we go about machine learning and AI growing, one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, people like gaming. And right now, coming to a select few console games, guess what? You're going to get ray tracing. Let's type in that Resident Evil here so you can see how that goes. We typed it wrong. Let's get it right. Resident Evil Village. Right? Now, shout out to Capcom. What they're offering is console level graphics on this phone. You attach your controller. If you're like me, you have a PlayStation 5 controller. For some of you, you may have an Xbox controller, which is great. And just take a look at that. Coming soon, right before Halloween, October 30th. You want to get in on that. Again, check out some of the demos from Apple's presentation. Console level graphics. A17 Pro chip, allowing you to shoot in pro, allowing you to use your phone as a pro model, and allowing you to get the very best features and optimization from your battery life as well. And with that, that is our 5 favorite features from the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what some of your favorite features are from the new iPhone. For me, that aerospace grade titanium, pound for pound. You can't beat this. It's almost as light as a feather. Go into an Apple store and try it out. I also would say this. Every year, new iPhones come out. People are looking for some massive upgrades. We're kind of in a ho-hum era right now with smartphones. Look at it from this perspective. You get what you pay for. Apple's offering you high quality. What's under the hood here? This is like a fine luxury vehicle that you get a chance to upgrade with a few new features every year. And I think all of us will love that, starting with this amazing camera system. We'll see you again sooner than you think on a new edition of The Random. And stay tuned, because as more features become unlocked, we will preview them on this channel. Peace.